And welcome back, beginning where we left off last time, at the beginning of round 211, where we have 5 decisions. See that our robots have been generated. Director of the Interior Council just quit due to old age. Oh, and I should make sure I've got Commander to take over for him. Talent's maybe a little expensive. Okay, so between the two of them, we should have a guy to command that position. Giving us some demands. I might still go to the diplomacy one here, because that's 46% chance of success is a little low.
Sir, yes, sir.
Here for cancel, yeah, still prioritizing research. Full design. So we just finished the robots. Oh, I should probably develop some SAM. See how much range these get. I'm not going to give these really much armor. Just mainly just to provide some anti-air capacity.
Affirmative.
So, ports, letterbox, head of retirement, foreign affairs. Ronburn has attempted to provoke us again. Did that open them up to bribery? Maybe. Attempted bribery. Okay, so we successfully improved our opinion. That should delay the war starting again. But I do need to sell some stuff to cover the budget. It's probably going to be machines. Try to get 10,000 or so in the budget with selling a bunch of machines. Troop replenishment should hopefully not be a thing. Yep, so all the troops have finally deployed. All the troops are deployed. Good to see. All the replacements are out and about. Except for the destroyed... Except for the destroyed unit. So, missing unit. It's reformed. Okay, that maybe didn't work quite the way I wanted it to. Oh, no, it basically worked the way I wanted it to. A little bit more aggressive than I wanted it to, but it'll be fine. Okay, so the light tank unit is fully regenerated. You're waiting on radioactives, obviously, to be launch capable. Capital still needs more stuff. Are we recruiting from you yet? I still don't know why we're not recruiting here. What's quite going wrong with that recruiting? But we are getting recruiting. We're getting more colonists. Capital still obviously needs more workers. Like, just needs more workers. So, once again, we're going to colonize the workers into the capital. Wall score in the capital is a bit on the low side. How is the construction going? Erickson finished the bunkerization. I could attempt to extend more bunkerization in the capital. China Tributary has finished the truck station. Probably in case of China Tributary, we're probably good. Probably if I'm to build more here, at the moment, it's probably actually trying to build up some supplemental industry. And or bunkerization. The bunkerization here probably wants to go up.
Standing by. Order acknowledged.
Needs to say, we need people, so recruit people. Don't really need water. I am tempted to do demilitarization plant here. And to be fair, that's only 1,000 people per turn, so we'll do that. They should be able to hire it from the population growing. Okay, the bunker might be a little bit intensive for the spot. And we do need to raise more brigades. That's kind of not negotiable at this point. OHQ brigade. And this does probably want to be Grenadier. Made up mainly of the non-machine part using units at the moment. Got the people, we got the industry, we got the metal, we got the bullets. Okay. So that'll form up that bit, then we'll need another bit over here. Raise another formation of Grenadiers. Using 4, twin barrel, Zuka 3. Might not have the logistics to raise them here. Oh, we do. Okay, so we just raised 3 brigades. So we're gonna need some military to command them. That's also our manpower for the moment. So next question is, do I do a volunteer drive? Try to get some more manpower, and I think I will try that. Probably will not end up trying, or not successfully trying that, because we don't have the political power for that. Yep, that would be a somewhat hard stop to that attempt. Oh, Belrod's out of bells, so I probably should have saved some political power to do the recruiting there. Oops. Okay, well, hopefully we will have a boring end term. We're basically at the point to do the end term. Money's good, political power is fine, or political power has been spent. Resources are basically going up, except for the ones we're spending. And to the degree that our troops can move around, most of it's probably actually troops needing to pull back due to limitations of supply. I can poke a little bit up here. So we'll poke a little bit up there. Try to get some of the non-aligned territory and get an idea of where the border is going to be when the war goes hot. And we cycle turn. And hello, Hoffman. Basically, we're playing hi to him in the chat. In time for the Wii mech? Maybe. I think we're at the point where we should start being able to recruit robot infantry, which should hopefully start to lower the burden on men to fight the war, and maybe might also lower the burden a little bit on logistics because they shouldn't eat food. But obviously that requires high-tech parts, which we don't have. a lot of. We should, in theory, have a decent amount of production. In the future, but obviously we needed to build various buildings as well, which I want to expand, right? We need to expand metal production, radioactive production, probably expand heavy machine, or expand machine parts at some point, and so on and so forth. So many things to, so many different bottlenecks to fixing various problems. Yeah, it looks like we have managed to keep the peace with Bronbund for the moment. Unlike the Reich, which, because they're blackmailing, will literally demand bribes. Bronbund, I need to be a little bit more on top of to notice whether or not they want to be bribed so that we don't go to a state of war. I do need to keep the war postponed as long as possible. We're trying to get frontage. Because as I squash the former Republic, our front with them is getting uncomfortably long. And at some point we need to replace all the militia on the Eastern Front because they're basically cannon fodder. We're watching people die en masse if they go into combat. And the territories, which is mostly the Xenos. Good to know that they still kicking around and do some motion. And we get to our turn. Six decisions, 107 reports. Budget allocations. Let's actually go look at the tech. I don't think there's any eco-tech left. Is the eco group even doing... This is something I gotta look at the reports for. Orgs, Economic Council, are you even researching anything? No. Okay. The national budget, obviously we don't need a lot of eco-tech research. Oh, or military I think still got something going? Yeah. Not that miniature shield reactor is all that important. And it is the last thing it's researching, so next time this comes up we'll probably cut all the military research. Model design still vaguely important. Every once in a while we want to do some model design. Staff, yeah. Secret Service, we are spying. Foreign Affairs, we are doing diplomacy. Applied Sciences may be spooling down. Same thing with air research. Which reminds me I should check. Air research. Yeah, that's about as good as the aircraft design should get.
Copy that.
Looking to see that everything here is pretty much over 75. Yeah, except Thopter. Okay, so the air research might want to get a funding cut. Prospecting is done, so we do probably want to call you up.
Will go.
Vehicle armor, maybe? No, probably education modules. That'll help with keeping zone quality up.
Will go.
Tier Council needs a new leader. Tier Council I'm not super worried about being highly qualified. So a good initial appointment is probably what we want here. Which is probably what it's telling us here. So investigation, admin, that sort of stuff. Okay, yeah, let's go with you. It's not exactly telling us why it's saying suitability of 72, but I think that's the reasonable suitable one. National budget. I think it's applied, and Air Force is going to get a little bit of a cut here because we just don't need them to be that dedicated. So we can take Air Force down to 5. I can take Applied Science down to 5 as well. And at the benefit, the Supreme Council is going to get it. And mainly direct that into giving us more political power. Grenadiers. So, obviously, Cap 4. Probably ex-military or military role. Right, so defensive tactics already got some military stuff. So, yeah. Your Grenadier Commander. Your Grenadier Commander. Now we're starting to get to the bargain group. 2, 1. Doesn't really matter, so we'll give it the one that's going to prove better. Get them out there. Improving. Okay. So at this point, the ICBM is loaded again. Didn't get quite as many colonists this turn, which is a little bit worrying. Don't know if that's a logistics issue or the zone's not properly recruiting. Win an overview. Bellerod probably needs... We'll go over to Bellerod. Needs another prospecting payment. Peripheral prospecting.
Aye, aye, sir.
Winterbrox. Did we get foreign affairs? Okay. So it doesn't look like the hostile theocrats tried to lower relations again. Good to see. So I'm not 100% sure why we're not getting the colonists in. They are still going to get deployed to the capital to improve the workers in the capital, because we have a worker shortage in the capital.
Standing by. Order acknowledged. Order acknowledged.
More people here. Granted, we're apparently having people leave due to immigration. But it's good to see that we're able to mostly sustain the population there. And we have a worker shortage here because we started building the bunker and the demolition side by side. No delays, which is good to see, with building the quality of life improvement there. Do you speed up, or did I have a delay on the other one I didn't notice? Either way, those should hopefully be done next turn. Should help improve the quality of life here. which is mostly being held back by security by the looks of it. Ocelots has gotten back over 59 health, or 59 worker opinion. We are starting to look at a zone that may actually be able to start re-expanding. Health from the private lab. Scout station might eventually repair itself. So we got the private lab up. Let's assume those two will come back. We'll government build the missing one. So we need entertainment, so we'll government build a VidCom.
Order acknowledged.
And what was that? Lab is writing healthcare. Okay, so we need education as well. So we'll government build a university.
Order acknowledged.
When those finish, Austerlitz should pretty much be at the government state that we want it to be. Hansen, I don't know why Hansen is not contributing.
Standing by for orders. Yes, sir.
It is a regular zone. It does have recruitment set up. Yeah, I don't know why it's not contributing colonists. It should be contributing colonists.
Yes, sir.
And we are generating high-tech parts. We're not generating it super fast, which is a slight issue. I don't have the political power to do a volunteer drive. Okay, let's cycle the turn before I get too hung up on things that I can't improve. As always, hopefully, boring end turn because we have peace with most of our borders. It's a shaky peace because it's basically Cold War on almost all of them except for the blackmailers, which is a border that at some point we're gonna have to make hostile. Yeah, we got problems. Basically, the entire border at some point we need to make hostile, or is Xenos. And the Xenos is weirdly the most peaceful of all the borders. I don't think the AI will ever integrate the Xenos, so that is probably the securest of the borders. We do know that one of them are at war with the Nomads, so the Nomads will probably cease to exist. You can see a couple brigades haven't starved. Granted, actually, I'm not sure. Those might actually be, because I think Brunburn got to the robotic infantry sooner than we did, so that might be robot troops. That might be why they're still there. Inactive robot troops might not go through their energy particularly quickly. And we're on to the militarists. Which are kind of playing a part. I think they're technically at war with both of them, which is why the militarists aren't doing super great. But out of the not us or the theocrats, they're the biggest power at this point. They're number 4. being very quiet right now because the reality just dawned me I forgot to do something in IRL that is tomorrow dinner related. So I'll do it as soon as this part's done. This is probably going to be the last part recorded tonight. I'm going to play at least one more turnout. We'll see how quickly I get the next turn done. And here comes our turn. We have 4 decisions. Decadent Corruption. Okay, that hopefully shouldn't affect us too much. And we now have access to SAMs. So one question, which is why I developed the SAMs, is I don't know what their AA range is. Okay, the AA range is 4. Interesting to know. Do the flat guns have an AA range? No, well, yes, they have an AA range once. So they basically reach out into the next square. SAMs reach out to 4. Okay. We got more than before, but still not a whole lot. And of course, we still have a worker shortage. Probably pretty severe, because there's lots of buildings that are yellow in the capital, so we throw workers at the problem from the colonist pool.
Copy that.
Okay, decisions. Probably should at this point just accept that we need to favor major diplomacy. Probably wide area shield at some point. Don't know where we'd actually use these necessarily. Yeah, we're not gonna. I don't necessarily want to increase government. This is Bell. We can let bad stuff happen in Bell to some degree. Metal is more important than oil. Though we should immediately go Peripheral Mine in Belrod.
Aye, aye, sir.
So I think that was the place that's got an empty mine. After we fixed one, yeah. So Belrod's got a little bit of oil that we can get out of it. And it'll be Belrod again tomorrow, because Belrod, or on the next turn, because Belrod will also have another oil, empty oil as well. Close enough. I suppose I could take a peek at these units. No, I'm surprised those guys aren't starving. I think there's some indications there has been some starving, but they're more resilient to starving than I would have expected them to be. Anyway, high-tech parts are going up. What, to raise a full brigade of robot troops? Look at raising a full brigade of robot troops. So they'd probably want to be just light infantry. Light infantry, so these guys. So we would need 55 high-tech parts for that. Which doesn't sound that bad. We just don't currently have it, which is a different problem. What's the logistics looking like? Has it improved down here? It has. Hasn't improved super much. Might try to nick a little bit of the Nomad territory. The Nomad like me a lot, so I can be a little aggressive on their territory. Okay, so that's basically the borders as we can see it. We're going to be up here. So as we can, we should try to march these guys north, and then I'll probably have to march these guys a little north as well. So do I have the command for the 2nd and 13 swapped? I do. Easy enough to fix. I suppose the mercs can actually get right up on the border. That militia's militia. You know, I'll do one more turn. As long as the peace is holding, turns are pretty quick. Political situations in a scenario where I might be able to do a volunteer drive. Happiness is fine there. Oh, before I forget, pull you up. Pull the slave trader up. Get us more slaves, please.
Order acknowledged.
As far as I know, we're liberating every slave the moment we buy them, but we still need the people. Not quite done with those buildings, which makes sense. Did yours finish? Yours appear to have finished, except for the VidCom. We'll have to see if that improves the quality of life enough. Your quality of life is good. Yours didn't finish. So yeah, we'll see next turn if those quality of lives improve. Happy. Happy enough. Happy enough. Happy enough. I think we probably want to improve your happiness some. Though that's mainly quality of life. Instead of trying to improve salaries, really. Maybe similar there. Okay. Okay, so, unless I want to sell some stuff, which would be machines if I sold it. Yeah, it would be machines if I sold it. Oof, the price of machines is going down pretty hard. Yeah, we'll hold off. We're not bleeding money that quickly, I think. So we'll cycle the turn, see how everything's going on the next turn. And I think, yeah, the next turn will definitely be the last turn of the part and the last turn of the stream. Because it's already 2-something in the morning. I gotta get one compressed and uploaded tonight. So I can't stay up too late tonight. I say that we're looking at probably staying up to 4 in the morning, but shouldn't stay up more than 4 in the morning. So this does need to be the last part. Hopefully a boring end turn. We're getting the components together I need to make less boring end turns. Which is mainly I need to get the borders covered, right? So we need either the men to form human brigades, or we need the robots to form inhuman brigades to cover the whole border. So one of those is getting more high-tech parts. The other one is just getting men, right? So it's getting the logistics working enough that we can recruit men reliably from all our positions. Why in the end didn't do the volunteer drive? Volunteer drive might have... If I had the pilot, the volunteer drive might have given us a bunch of men. And Hansen is definitely the place to play the volunteer drive. Which is why it is annoying as it is that it's not providing any recruits at the moment. Oh, and I keep forgetting the city we took. We have an extra city that I'm forgetting about. It's not a particularly useful city, but it is something I should take advantage of. Yep, pretty boring intern. That salient is one of the places where it's going to be real interesting when we have to actually move against Desalric. And to be fair, when we move against Desalric, it's probably going to be close to the end. Because when we move against them, that's because we've been at the point where we're getting uncomfortably close of separating the victory point spread between the two of them. We have 8 decisions. We're at top around 214. One of our oil wells is permanently gone. Sure, we'll pay them off to get the thing. I don't like how low the money got. Incident with a joke gone wrong. We'll piss Star-Lord off a little bit with the denounce his actions.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, I should have turned the research and discovery completely off. Given some of their demands, we'd go meritocracy if it was an option, but it isn't. Then get requesting donation, sure. Ergstone wants to promote. I'm not sure if Requalia Life Zone is there, so I'm gonna hold off on that decision. Expand a mine. We should have. Oh, and there'll only be one because the other one's empty.
Affirmative.
Let's check prospecting. So prospecting is probably going to tell me that, or not prospecting, mining. Got no, yeah. So the other one became empty. Okay. We'll probably need to do another one in Belrod. Might as well actually roll it now for Belrod. Because they got an oil well that's about to run out. So we still need to play another peripheral mining.
Aye, aye, sir.
Volunteers are up, recruits are up. At the current rate of high-tech parts, we should be able to deploy a robot brigade in 3 turns. Don't need any replenishments, right? Doing once over, yeah. We're not doing any fighting, so that makes sense. Colonize as workers. To the zone, please.
Copy that.
And we still have worker shortages here in the zone. I think it is getting closer to not being a problem. Natural growth. Come back from workers because of job cancellations, because things finished. Cultural adaptation zone. Yeah, that's probably why we're not getting culture group, farmer, subculture guardians, aggression, blah 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 blah. It was post problems recruiting workers and military recruits. Yeah, that's why we're not getting colonists, I think, is what's going on here. I don't know why you're not going down. Maybe it's because we don't have enough, didn't have enough qual zone or something. Construction. Belrod, China tributary. Bitcom station's done. Bunkerization's done. Oh, ports. Foreign affairs. They have provoked us, so we will have to try to bribe them into neutrality again. Hopefully. or active wars breaks out, please.
Affirmative.
Okay, that might hold. Might being the operative term in that statement. We'll need to sell more parts off because materials are, or the funds are running a bit low.
Roger that.
That's one place where if we get a bigger population where we'd have less problems with funds. We're really trying, at least as far as funds are concerned, we're really trying to punch above our weight class. So we're up to 20%. Actually, that might mean if we get into a hot war, we don't need to be worried about beating the #1 down. Because we need to keep someone... We need to be within 25 of someone to stop them from winning. So if we're beating Bronbone down, we're within 20 of them, so we don't need to worry about Dessel Reich rising too fast, I think. Though, we still probably do want our population to go up, right? Our big weakness is we don't have a lot of population. We don't have a lot of population, we'd like more population. On that note, I would like more population, please, and someone is willing to accept money for people.
Standing by for orders.
So those assets should... Oh, they're not quite done. They will finish next turn. So, assuming that helps enough, that should improve the quality of life in that zone. That's good. This zone's still having happiness issues, also due to low quality of life, though. Let's try to brave them a little bit more.
Order received.
With higher wages.
Order received.
Get the workers working. Keep the workers working, hopefully. And let's try and improve the quality of life here.
Order received. Order received. Order received. Order received.
This is only level 2 town, so level 1 on all of them because of our applied science should be enough. Ocelets, how are you looking? We'll probably be good once those are done. Those will be done next turn, so it's not quite ready yet. And we got some spare political power, so let's actually attempt a volunteer drive.
Order acknowledged.
Makes a leadership role, succeeds. Managed to recruit just over 20,000 people who will be available for deployment next turn. That'll allow us to deploy 3, if not 4 more brigades, which will probably get deployed in the west here. It might allow us to deploy that whole vertical stack here, there to there. Cover all the flank down to the blackmailers. And I think the blackmailers, because they're number 2, will decently hold against these guys, which means at this point we might be contemplating trying to shorten the line by crushing this bit here. Try to take that bit down, would shorten the line, free up more troops from elsewhere. That will be something we may attempt in the next war. We'll see how the next war goes. And when the next war happens, of course. But obviously we need to get those brigades deployed. That should be the four units of volunteers. Yeah, I can see the logistics are definitely improving over here. They haven't necessarily improved a lot yet, but they are improving. And actually, we've probably got enough brigades here by the looks of it to cover that frontage once the logistics improve. So this front will probably be a place where we want to get more troops. And then obviously all the militia and all the Xenos need to be replaced. But robots will probably do that job decently well. We don't necessarily need to advance here. Because taking places like Rethorn here, yeah, that's a lot of radiation. It's not a lot of people. It was, at some point, a really good city. I don't think it is anymore. So it's maybe not the best prize in the world. But yeah, based on the time, this is where I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I think we are definitely starting to bounce back. We'll see how long we can milk this white piece. It's, ceasefire. If we can milk it long enough, we should be able to properly deploy on all the borders. And maybe if we milk it long enough, we can actually get a real tank division instead of a light tank brigade. If we get a full tank brigade, the combination of the light brigade and the tank brigade and motorized should help us secure some more territory and some more population. Which may put us in a position where we can maybe move closer to second place. But that will be in the next stream, so let's go ahead and save the stream. Stream save, and this is the end of stream 14. And we're saving roughly at the end of round 214. We'll see if I remember anything to do at the beginning of the next stream, but that's where it looks like it's ending right now, at end of turn 214. So we did about 8 turns this stream. Some turns are a little bit faster when we don't have active combat going on. So until the next stream, I hope you all have a good time, and good luck. Catch you all in the next stream. In next stream, it might actually get a little bit hot. If we can get the borders properly replaced, we might try to let them instigate a hot war. We'll see. So, until then, have a good time. Bye for now.